management, career, and business using astrology. Astrology is a holistic process that allows us to help people align with what they are passionate about, provide the tools to build your personal development and live your best life. The Way of Life Coaching Consulting Company. For reading or coaching, call Keisha Reed at 781-602-0986. That's 781-602-0986. Or check our website, www.thewayoflife.net. That's www.awayoflyfe.net. The Way of Life is a coaching consultant that you live your best life.
Peace, Leo. Welcome to your November horoscope. All planets are direct this month, giving you some extra mojo. It's a great time for launches, big decisions, agreements, investing, moves, planning, and new projects. Although I look out for my Aries full moon live that I do. It's going to give a little bit more information on the state of our economy. I foresee an economic shutdown. That's going to be this full moon. The Aries full moon is going to set the stage for the next year. So you want to be mindful of that, family. And then we have Venus that starts its shadow phase November 18th, but it will actually go retrograde December 19th. It's the best time to deal with any past issues, detoxing, decluttering, finishing old projects, research, relax, and go with the flow. If you go to my website, you can check out my Venus retrograde blog where I give you the do's and don'ts during a Venus retrograde. But overall, this is old things coming back from the past, especially with all the direct planets. I would say anything from January and between January and May, even as far back then, you can see some things coming up now. However, we do have some really great energy coming in between the 26th and the 30th of November. And I think it's like 9 positive transits between this period of time. And so, of course, you're going to have wonderful things happening to you. So I'm never the person to say don't do something just because it's a retrograde. Obviously, we all have lives and can't, not do stuff because of a retrograde. But what I would say is just to be mindful that any of these things coming up, you may have to repeat, do over. There could be miscommunication, technical issues, and things of that nature, because those are just things that come with the Venus retrograde, right? And so just be aware, right? For the Scorpio season, Scorpio squares your sign, so there can be some pressure, conflict, disagreement, or strife this month. This can be some annoying person causing strife, or it can be bring deeper connections with people closest to you, or it can divide you from the people that you're closest with. That comes with tension and emotional responses. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's just a possibility. Again, I've mentioned in other videos that I have noticed this is a maturity thing. So if you're highly evolved in your spirituality, you're up on your game and you're just intuitively aware, and you are already building great relationships on a consistent basis, I tend to notice that these things do not, you tend to not feel these on a lower vibration. So if you are experiencing these from that aspect, it just means that, right, we got to do a better job with holding ourselves accountable for the relationships and the company we keep. Okay. You have the opportunity to get into a good home situation, but it could come with a lot of pressure. Other people or family can cause pressure, but still the outcome is favorable. People close to you or people in your groups you've been holding on to may not be who they seem to be. That thing can become really, really super hyper clear during this time. So just be aware of that, know that that's coming. And don't react, don't do the emotional reaction. Just see it, acknowledge it, give love, peace, and thanks, and let it go. Either way, you may be gravitating away from people who don't align with your integrity. If the topic of addictions in your friendships or groups are coming up, these are red flags. You are trying to make changes in your life, but friends or people you're close to are not trying to do that. You may notice that the people you are gravitating towards are not good influences for you and the direction you're going. And you have to make some really, really tough decisions at this time. And that's okay. This is just a process, right? That we have to go through from time to time to come to those realizations. And so to me, again, it's more about maturity. You're maturing in some way. And so you're noticing that perhaps only a few people are going to be able to continue with you on the rest of your journey from here on out. And that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. I felt like there was something else I wanted to say about that. It was a mouthful. Oh, yes. Give thanks, peace, love, and light to Queen Dawn. I love and appreciate you so much, because I'm reading this and I know personally that she has some things that she's working on that is making me think of this in another way. So acknowledging that it may not be addictions through your friends or groups that you're working with to see as red flags, but perhaps you're helping someone or someone is coming to you for help around addictions. Okay. So again, it really, really depends on where you are at in your life on how you look at these things. A lot of this stuff is subjective, family. So even if I mention in any one of my videos, I say something in a specific way, and you're like, well, I'm not really experiencing that way, but I definitely am experiencing this theme, right? Then take that and run with it, right? Because it is very subjective to different people. We all have our own personal charts, and no one chart is the same. And so we're going to experience these things in very different ways. I'm just coming up with ideas in my mind, how I see these things happening when I see them. But I did tell myself when I got to this video, I was going to give that breakdown and give thanks to Queen Dawn, who has been just a guiding light and a loving woman, Grace, in my life. And I, for one, just wanted to acknowledge her. And because I know she's doing a lot of work around addictions, this again can also be taken in that format. This could be work that has to do with addictions. Maybe you're moving towards that field. And so just be mindful. Again, family, I'm about to go on another tangent. All right. I'm still thinking because I feel like there's more. Oh, I know what else it was. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. Another thing that it was talking about, friends and the change of friends. Just be mindful, family. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Okay. People are going through some things. So as you notice these things within people, let's try to stay away from the negativity that these people are no good, trifling, even if that is exactly what they are. Just know that we are all feeling this pandemic heavily. Some people are talking about it, others don't even know what to do. And that's not your problem. And you shouldn't have to suffer from those things. But again, just be mindful. You definitely don't have to spend your time with folks who aren't on the path of righteousness, but you don't have to do it in a negative way either. Again, just acknowledge that these are not the people who are perhaps going to get you to the next level. So you have to let them go because perhaps they're dragging you down. Send them love and grace, and keep it peace and chuck it on over your way. Okay, I went on another tangent. I'm sorry. All right. Your health and stress care may be a topic that has come up for you. This is a time to ask the important questions about your health and take actions towards fulfilling those needs as well. All right, so every 6 months we have a new eclipse cycle. We are now closing out the Gemini Sagittarius cycle. So anything you learned from this cycle that has to do with gathering information, how we share information, education systems, working from home, and mobility for the Gemini, and then teaching and learning, starting a course, or again, getting a job. This also rules immigration and travel will be highlighted at this time, especially just for the Sagittarius energy family. Be mindful that the transiting nodes are also affecting what's going on in the world and how the governmental structures are making their choices and decisions, and how that may or may not affect the decisions that you have learned throughout these themes. Okay. Get real grounded and try not to be let your faith be shattered, shooken through this time. Okay. Then we'll be starting a new cycle around finances, self-efficiency, environmental topics, sustainability, food, the redistribution of wealth, and shared resources. The last time we had this eclipse cycle was back in 2012 and 2014. So these themes can repeat in different ways, or you kind of get the opportunity to grow within these themes. And the way I've been kind of looking at this is that this is your generational lineage story continue. You get more pieces to the story. So when I look at the nodes in a birth chart, the South Node are the skills and knowledge that you were born here with, and the skills and knowledge that you gained from the time you were born until about age 30, 35. And so, this is your lineage story. What have you gained through your past lives, your bloodline? What have you learned that has been keeping you back, or what have you learned that has helped you progress in life? What are you understanding differently and growing within? And again, just getting more pieces to your generational storyline. And then you have the North Node, which is your mission, your purpose in this lifetime. So again, you are understanding something more, getting more pieces to the story, growing within this process. So understanding how your nodes are affecting or being affected by the transiting nodes is also very important. But from about 35 to 42, you are gathering information within this process, trying on different things, transformation, redoing, rethinking things within this process. And so really I feel like these eclipses are a great opportunity to break generational curses and or continue on a legacy. And how are you going to do that? What role are you playing within that process? And in this beautiful way, you'll get the opportunity to see that. Now, if you want your personal horoscope for the Taurus eclipse family, you can join my Cosmic Connection group, where I will be doing personal horoscopes there. You also have over 200 horoscopes written from me, as well as the previous eclipse cycle that we had in Capricorn and Cancer. And again, it's really just the opportunity to be able to see where your storylines are playing out. Are you aligning? Are there some more things that you can do to grow within this process? And so again, family, if you want more information on that, you can go to my website, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click become a member, and that'll take you right to my Cosmic Connection group. And then the other thing to know is that we have, if you're an avid horoscope reader, you've probably experienced, you read them and they're either super on point, a little bit ahead of time, or you experience them later down the line. The reason for that is because each sign has 3 decans in it that equal out to 30 degrees, because each house equals 30 degrees. And so a lot of the times when people are writing horoscopes, they only go by the middle decan. And so, you have your early degree decans, which are the people who were born right on the cusp, coming out of another sign to the first of the month. And then you have your middle degree deacons, which are the 1st of the month to the 10th of the month. And then you have your late degree deacons, which are the 10th of the month through the 20th of the month, sorry, until the end of the month. And so in this way, I break down these eclipse horoscopes for you so that you can see exactly where it's playing out for you. And so my early degree Leos will be having this in the 10th house. And so you can do research on Capricorn and what Capricorn themes and characteristics that will give you some more information on how this is playing out for you. And my middle and late degree Leos will be experiencing this in the house of Sagittarius. And so you can research anything around Sagittarius themes and characteristics that will let you know how this will be playing out for you. But again, family, if you want that information written out for you, that also comes with your weekly horoscope every Saturday. You can join my Cosmic Connection group. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Family, I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.